this is about improving organizational effectiveness and efficiency. And what we spent quite some time right in the beginning is discussing what actually efficiency and effectiveness mean for our purposes. And as you can see, these are basically the ranges of our why question and of our which you must consider question. It's nothing else than these two bits. Talking about the effectiveness, it's talking about what actually you are doing. And talking about efficiency is how you do that. So, coming to the effectiveness right now, why it's effective to do webinars. First of all, we agreed that it drives quality. When you know that you are being broadcasted, when you know that there might be many people watching you, you really want to make sure that it looks good, that it sends the right messages, it's well prepared, no mistakes are in, that's what you want. So preparing a webinar for your audience will definitely drive the quality of what you do. Of course, your boss can anytime replay your webinar, so you never know when you're gonna get your credit or debit in that sense from your subordinate. Webinars drive you to rethink how you teach, because preparing a webinar, it's not the same as giving a face-to-face lecture. As we agreed already today in the morning, you must make sure that the audience, the learners, have something to look at. So basically, all the stuff that you want to teach them must be visualized. Slides prepared, or whatever else prepared, that you can broadcast that and show that when you are talking about that. Which means that you need most likely to do it all again. And of course, the important point from the marketing point of view is that webinars can drive down the risk for new learners. They don't have to cross half the country to see what you teach, to figure out that they don't want that. They simply can log in, see your lecture, and if they agree that this is good for them, they can sign into your organization and take the whole course. But there is just little risk for them. It's just a couple of tens of minutes spent behind their computer. And of course, once the audience agrees that this is a good way for them to learn, then the completion rate of your course can be much higher. They will finish that because they know what to expect, how it looks, what it can bring and what it can't, and the completion rate is good. So this is the effectiveness part, what webinars drive into your organization on what you do. Of course, the other bit that already we have heard a couple of times is the efficiency, so what you must consider, and that's how you do that. And there is one key message that we would like to pass, that it's not only about cutting the travel costs. You must know and you must consider that there are a lot of money, time and effort involved in converting your lectures into presentable online form that can be broadcasted, the pieces of which can be put somewhere online for the learners to get back to, and that takes time, that takes effort, and of course it needs money. And it's to learn the necessary skills. There must be somebody in your organization who is going to do all the mistakes before you can produce webinars on the mass line. There must be somebody who will learn from that guy, even though the second person needn't be the tech-savvy person. It can be a normal user, but you must have somebody in an organization who really knows the stuff, how it works, all the mistakes, or the procedures, how to do that. We need to adapt all the learning materials. We already mentioned that, and it's important because in the face-to-face lecture, my face and this can be enough, but it can never be enough in the webinar. And the last bit, of course, that's what Dominic mentioned, you must invest most likely to internet connection and your hardware to make sure that it will be a worthwhile experience for learners to get into your webinar. Because all those troubles with sound, it spoils the whole job. Everything must be really well prepared from a technical point of view, and it will most likely cost some money. So these are the basic ideas, and the last bit I would like to share. We faced similar situation when we were introducing Moodle, which is not about producing webinars, but about producing content for learning online. And in May 2010, when we started, there was one expert coming to our organization, and she told us, don't expect in the next 3 years that all this e-learning business will save you a single crown. It will not. It will only cost you time, effort, and money. And maybe after 3 years, if you do it well, it can save you some money. When you start recycling courses, repeating them, when the initial investment is paid. But don't expect that to be earlier. So this is sort of similar situation. You might repay the initial cost in 2 weeks. That's what we agreed with Richard. Depends on how many times, what's the scale, what's the number of participants you are preparing the webinar for. If it's 5 people, it will never pay back. If it's 500, 5,000, oops, it can easily pay back very quickly. So these are the key messages about why and what you must consider, and we won't spend any time on what you might consider. Please feel that yourself. Thanks.